I'm with Ken's and Leslie. We're a distributor of BG products as well as Nitrofill. And you guys all see an engine here. We're going to have fun with that here in a few minutes. There's a reason that that's there. But I want to give you a little background on BG, what we're about, and how we've partnered with Automotive Avenues to give you the best bang for your buck. BG has been around since 1970. Since day one, we have been firm believers in keeping vehicles on the road. We're all about preventative maintenance. Let's fix the problem before it becomes a problem. Keep the vehicle clean, keep it running efficiently. That's really what we're about. And we do that through a number of services. Some of these services I'm going to go into more detail for in the interest of time. Some I'm going to have to just give them a little bit of lip service. First of all, I want to touch on our fuel system cleanup service. This is the premier fuel system cleanup service that you can find out there. It's incredibly amazing what this accomplishes for your vehicle. How many of you out there, by a raise of hands, are concerned about quality of fuel or fuel economy? It's out there, isn't it? You try to find a pump, you know, that gives you the best price for fuel. Well, that's where the magic of this little kit comes into play. We're going to help you with the fuel economy, and we're going to restore and give you more power for your engine. We're going to clean your engine and keep it clean so that you can get your best bang for your buck when you're spending money on fuel for your vehicle. The middle can right here is one of our staple products, what we're best known for, and that's our 44K. This is as close to a mechanic in a can you'll ever get. You put this into a full tank of fuel, you run that tank down to about half, you refuel that tank again, and you should get 2 tank fulls out of this 1 can of product. You just pour it into the gas tank, and this will clean up all your fuel injectors, your combustion chambers. What makes this product truly unique out of everybody else, anywhere that you can buy fuel products, is that it will not combust in the combustion chamber. It won't flash off. It'll survive long enough to clean your O2 sensors and your catalytic converter. So if somebody says, hey, your catalytic converter's having issues, without a doubt, put a can of 44K in your gas tank. I did that on my 1998 Ford minivan when I was told that I had that exact same problem. I no longer have catalytic converter issues. I'm not saying this is going to fix your catalytic converter, but I am saying it can clean up your engine so that it's working efficiently. And sometimes, sometimes when you're driving your vehicle, you get an engine knock. 44K is a great product to help with that as well. Again, depending on what the diagnosis is on your engine. But our fuel service is great. Jerry and Joel, the service advisors here, are well aware of what these products do. They're your source because I'm not always here, and they can give you the benefit as to why you should put it in your vehicle. With our power steering service, we have a cleaner. Again, we like to keep your engines and all your components clean. We have a cleaner for your power steering system, and we also have a premium fluid for your power steering system. And fantastic product. The thing to keep in mind is with power steering, open up your manual. I'd invite you all to open up your user's manual in your car and tell me if you can find a manufacturer recommendation for when to change that fluid. I'm willing to bet not a single manual will have it. And it becomes critical because fluid, and the key theme with all these fluids and vehicles is oxidation, or the breakdown of fluid. Heat over time in a vehicle, whether it's oil, transmission fluid, power steering, will lead to a breakdown in the fluids in your vehicle. So it becomes critical, especially if the manufacturer doesn't tell you when to replace that fluid, to actually stay on top of it, right? That becomes critical. If you want to keep the power steering system working, it gets pretty expensive when you have to put a new rack and pinion in. If you can keep it healthy, keep it strong, that's what it's all about. And I've got actual test data, but this fluid here far exceeded anybody else's in terms of that heat time test. It lasted 300 minutes over 320 degrees. So that's quite a long time considering there's no intercooler built into that power steering system like there is in your engine or your transmission. So it's very efficient fluid, and make sure when you're talking with Jerry and Joel here, when you're getting services done, to ask when the fluid's done, or have them test your fluid to see what conditions it's in. When a lot of people take this fluid out, it's black. That means it's oxidized. That means all the benefits and nutrients in the fluid are gone. So it's very important to stay on top of your power steering system. with transmission fluid, we do sell an automatic transmission fluid, but with transmission fluid, if you're driving your vehicle, I'm going to highlight this service now, with transmission fluid, if you are driving, or you will get 100,000 miles of life out of it if you keep the operating temperature at 175 degrees. That means if you live in Kansas and you're driving from one cornfield to the next for 20 minutes a day, and you come back on even ground, and you're not spinning your tires in snow, you're not going up a hill, you might get 80 to 100,000 miles out of your transmission fluid. But in Colorado, we have altitude working against us. If you're pulling a trailer up a hill, you're out jeeping it in the mountains, you know, you're spinning your tires in the snow, you're gonna cut that transmission fluid down a lot. We've seen it last 8, 9, 10,000 miles, depending on the work they're putting that vehicle through. But with our transmission fluid service, when you come here for transmission service or you have a filter change, you know, running a quick clean through there is going to clean out everything. If you've got rough shifting, gums and varnishes will build up in the system over time, and this product effectively removes all of that. And then our conditioner goes into the new transmission fluid and will fortify the transmission fluid to give you better smoothing characteristics. It will also, in a typical transmission exchange or pan drop, you're not going to get all your old fluid out. So you're going to have black fluid in there, and you're putting brand new red transmission fluid in. That oxidized fluid is not going to mix. So this ATC Plus becomes highly critical for putting it into the new fluid, so the old fluid that you don't get out gets re-additized or revitalized so that you're getting the life out of the fluid you come to expect. This is a huge player in transmission fluid, ATC Plus. We do have a coolant system as well. Engine coolant is highly important to keep clean. We want to give you an extended life on that coolant. We also have a sealer product that prevents leaks from happening as well. So this kit right here is your engine's best friend on the coolant side. It really is a great kit. We can maintain the pH of the coolant as well, so that it's not too acidic or not too much of a base. That in turn keeps that coolant alive a lot longer. So again, they are great at following up with you and making sure when you're due for these services, you know, every 30 or so is good for coolant. We do have a battery service as well, and one thing that differentiates us in the battery service realm, these are our battery terminal protectors. These actually seal around the terminal and prevent gas from escaping. That makes them truly different than any other battery terminal protector out there. And it's a nice add-on, and it helps extend the life of your battery. We do have an AC service as well. We clean out the evaporator, which gets rid of harmful bacteria. You ever turn on your AC in the spring or summer and it smells like an old sock or something worse? You know, you're like, hey, did I put my deodorant on today? Yeah, we did, so it's got to be my AC. Well, that's what we're looking at here. We clean out your evaporator, we clean out the vents, and we also have a high-grade AC oil that Automotive Avenues uses as well to keep your AC system working 100%. And we have a full driveline service too for those with manual transmissions. Everybody's got, there's differentials, rear differentials, transfer cases. We have a full service line there as well for the manual transmission drivers.